Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my joint review, okay, of the Black King Crew season finale and also Jocelyn's Cabaret last episode and whatnot. Okay, because both of them was like, here and there, hit and miss. But let's get started with this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to like this video either on your way in or on your way out. It is always greatly appreciated. Also, do not forget to comment in the comment section. You can hit that share button to share this video on your social media. Like, help share me with your people, okay? Well, who you love or who you hate, I don't know, but share me none the way, okay? Do not forget to also to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. Also inhale and exhale because it helps all the time, okay? I know I'm late, y'all. I was supposed to do this, I think, yesterday, but I was just too curious. It's been a lot. There's been a whole lot going on, but forgive me anyway. Do not forget to follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner. The link is always in the description box below. Do not forget to also follow the Ladies First panel. Ladies First Panel on IG as well. Our IG is the whole name. Ladies First Panel on IG. Please and thank you. We have a couple of special things coming up. I should put the graphic in, but I don't have it. Tomorrow, Thursday, we will have Nabessa, who was big on TikTok. Okay, she'll be our special guest. On Friday, and tomorrow, it's on Bonnie's channel. Tomorrow panel is on Bonnie's channel. Then on Friday on my channel at 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have Cree from Growing Up Hip Hop, Luke Campbell's daughter from Two Live Crew. So we'll be interviewing Cree and also discussing the last two episodes with Cree on Friday. On Monday, on Bonnie's channel, we'll be interviewing Heavenly, okay, from Made in Medicine. And we have other things coming up. So make sure to support your girls, okay? Y'all know the Verses is also Saturday. I will be live after the Verses on my YouTube channel as usual. So also come hang out with me. So yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday, come on and, support. We have so much coming up. Big things is popping for the panel for me, Bondi, Jamie, and DC. Make sure to follow all of us on social media. Follow our IG to get all the updates, whatever. We are doing big things, y'all. We thank y'all so much for y'all support. Okay, anyway, let's get started with this review. I'm gonna start with the Jocelyn. Hold on, y'all. I'm way back. I'm recording. Okay. That was my sister. Okay. I'm like, no, I don't want to start over. Okay, let's start with Jocelyn and them. Okay, Jocelyn and Nat was up and still talking up her room. I'm like, Lay is really up here chatting this whole time or whatnot. Okay, now Jocelyn, we was gonna fight. Okay, you was off my face. You was upset. You was being extra. Read all about it or whatever. I'm saying I was not scared of you. Nothing. I would have fought you all up and through. You would have fought me back, okay? But I'm not scared of you. Also, you've been tripping. You've been tripping, getting mad with stuff. Why get so angry, okay? And now you're like, look. We was not gonna fight at all. The bump is making me, it's making me so mad. Anyway, but I refuse to mess with it, so it's like fully done. So it's just a little pimple. This little pimple. Anyway, now I just feel like I'm not gonna fight you. I was not gonna fight you because again, I'm not gonna lose my kid over no fight. It's weird that they all know she has issues with her child and she has a case pending, and they keep making it seem as if she's overreacting about things when kind of she's not. Y'all keep fucking with her about stuff that y'all know is not actual or factual to her being crazy or deranged or whatever. She also brings up her only issue was with Yummy. That was her main issue, not with Johnson or whatever. But she had an issue with Johnson was that Johnson called her toxic because I'm not toxic or whatever. But she admitted, you're right. I get too mad sometimes too quick. I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm trying to be better me or whatever, and I'm going to get tougher skin soon, okay? And not let what others say to me get me all riled up. Now, the fact that Natural always seems real high, I'm like, she must have some really good weed. and stuff, because I'm like, is she spacing out? Is she's on it? Girl, she's like, she's on it now. And they both agree that Yummy was on some bullshit. Like Yummy, played them both. Yummy snitched on Jocelyn about saying that Natural should go because she's toxic or whatever. And she also was pushing Natural's buttons to make her feel like they were not really friends or whatever. So again, they realized Yummy is really the evil genius of the house. Because she is or whatever. So they hug it out and whatnot. And I feel like they both looking like, do I trust you? Do I trust you? Not really, but I'm here. I'm going to be or whatever. So again, that's what it was with Jocelyn and Natural. Natural not going nowhere. I'm happy about that or whatever. And we're gonna leave that be. Now we then see what's the girl? Jocelyn and Ballistic up in the room or whatever. And Sapphire and Lucky bring them breakfast. I was like, okay, this is okay, whatever. So they sit around and talk. These two, they leave out girl Sapphire and Lucky leave out, and these two just start talking. Now I'm happy that Ballistic told her about boss that coming in, in the office or whatever, talking about how she drink too much. She's aware of her drinking or whatever, but she do it because when she dance, she has to deal with so many different men that she has to kind of numb herself to handle that. And Jocelyn gonna say, well, that's why she's here. Okay, I'm here to help her to not do it anymore. Okay, she can, stop. I'm like, Jocelyn, stop, because I do feel like this show is not gonna fully help any of them stop dancing. It's gonna help them maybe not dance for a couple months, but I feel like this show is not gonna propel them anywhere because I just don't know. Unless they on next season and making more money, because again, if they're only getting paid 10 grand, 10 stacks not for your life. Okay, 10 stacks, that's nothing. It's a nice large lump sum, yes. But is it a life-changing amount of money that you don't have to work anymore? No. So again, let's hope someone does. Whatever. Now, Jocelyn brings up how Yummy snitched on her to Natural. And again, I'm like, you could have easily sent her ass packing, sent her ass home, sent her away, but you kept her here or whatever. And then she brings up how she feel like because Yummy snitched on her to Natural, it made the fight a bigger issue because Natural then got more and more upset or whatever. And I like how Ballistic said to look, I can't be around no snitches. I don't snitch. Why would she snitch? She ain't shit. Let her go. Okay, she's crazy. She's sneaky. She's sneaky and she should not be here. I agree. Yummy is a sneaky little snake. Okay, I can see it. I can see it over. Now, also, he brings up how Natural is also a bit, crazy. Say, I would see her and Sam walking around talking to herself or the yelling. I'm like, how do y'all know? Sometimes people have to just get the words out, get the emotions out, get the feelings out, and that can be her just expressing herself. Stop calling her crazy. Now, she be looking high, yes. Okay, she gets a really good weed, yes. She be looking really stoned all the time. But I wouldn't say she's crazy, okay? I'm let that be. Now, they also bring up how they can tell that Natural has an issue that Jocelyn says she feels like she hates porn. She feels like Natural hates porn and hates herself. And so she's consistently battling with the demons instead of her having to be out here fucking for a buck. I mean, no one wants to fuck for a buck forever. I you want to do that. Anyway, we then see a little conversation with Miss Natural, Chanel, and Boss Tech. The fact that girl Natural came out her I said, got a little furrer. A furrer, it's weird to be out here in a white furrer coat with them little bitty cups that's halfway full or whatnot, smoking weed. I'm like, y'all, girl, it's like half good, half ghetto. It's weird. But again, they up and shit and chat or whatever. Now they all bring up how they did not like what Yummy did. No one liked what Yummy did. Yummy did some BS with her snitching on Johnson, and also, as they say, trying to push Natural's buttons to get her sent home. Okay, and so now everyone is looking at Yummy funny or whatever. They want her to be gone. Now they also discussed the therapist who came in to the episode before. And Boss Tech brings about she has never had counseling or any kind of therapy, but she didn't mind the man talking to her and that he had some really good points for her to kind of touch her a little bit. And Honey Natural said, look, I have done counseling. I have done therapy. You really need to go get therapy. I think she's like, no, you need it. Like you need it. You need it, girl. I mean, I think they all do sitting right. Like these all right, they all need a bit of therapy, whatever. But again, they all say how they really, really want to win this $10,000, okay, to make sure it brightens up their life. I'm like, y'all don't get, again, 10 is a good little stat, but I'm like, what y'all plan to do with it? Okay, like if somebody booking y'all for show, I don't know. This is weird. But anyway, they all happy to be there in the house making that money. Now we then see a conversation between Big Lex, Lexi Blow, and crazy ass Yummy P. Now the fact that Lexi and girl Big Lex and Lexi Blow look amazing. Okay, they look amazing. I always feel like Yummy is wearing somebody else's clothes. Okay, she look. Who clothes is she wearing? Whose? I feel like that outfit don't fit her body. It's a little loose. Okay, it's a little loose. Now it could be because she's so short and she don't get shit him, but I feel like she wearing somebody else's clothes. You can't tell me different. Okay, anyway. Now they sit on their playing pool or whatever. Now, of course, Yummy is blaming everything on, oh, it's Natural's fault. Natural's crazy. Natural, no, it's you. Okay, who is it? It's her. Okay, Yummy P wants to make it seem as if because Natural flipped out on her and was yelling and fussing that it's her fault that it all happened. She was yelling at me, so I just said something, to get at her. That's all that it was. That's what I did. And I was like, girl. And they both said, yeah, but you could have said all kind of other shit besides when you heard Jonathan say to someone else. Because Jonathan was not even talking to Yummy. She was talking to her hair people. Again, you snitch on the goddamn person who house you at. Okay, you seem like you on some bullshit. Okay, and also they bring up how you talk about Natural to herself. Okay, she was to herself on whatever she was on, but don't make it seem like it was on. This is what we're doing. Girl, look, I feel like Yummy P is in. I'm in safe. I have to save myself. How can I not go home? She then said, I just think she's unhappy. Okay, I think she's not happy. She's always crying. She's always even when it was in. She's bad. And I'm like, girl, bye. Lexi, girl, no, Big Lex is like, look, I don't give a fuck about that. I give no fucks about that. My issue is you snitch on Jocelyn. Okay, I feel like at that moment, Yummy P was just hoping and praying that Big Lex did not beat her ass with that pool stick. I feel like the way that Lex got at Aqua over Johnson or whatever, I feel like it was very possible that they would like fight it on out right here with pool sticks and everything. Now, I'm so sorry. I've been apologizing the whole time. I started to Johnson. I'm just so sorry. Okay, what I did not mean to do. I'm like, girl, bye. Again, I don't know why she's still there. But they both tell her, like, girl, look, in case you don't know, no one likes you now. No one trusts you now. No one wants you here, okay? And if you tell on us, if you snitch on any of us or stuff we're going to beat your ass. It's going to be a fight around here. And I'm like, girl, look, Yummy is a snake. You can't trust her. Look, she real light. So you can toss her fire. Don't trust her. Look. Who closes them? And I heard you can't tell me her clothes. Anyway, we then get to the last day of rehearsal. Okay. Now a lot of boob was being shown. I have to put little emojis over the boobs, or whatever, because we're too much. So we see boobs. Anyway, but again, it's the last day of rehearsal. So Jonathan wants to see who can do what, who can dance the best, who can really be in the show, who can be a part of the cabaret. I feel like, I'm gonna leave it. So Jonathan brings up how, there's already 500 people who have RSVP for the event. And she could not pronounce that right, gonna leave that be. I'm like, but in a pandemic, how you got 500 people coming? Girl, I'm gonna leave that be too. So she has them going little groups to perform. So first up, we had, Yummy, Natural, and Lucky. Now, Yummy said before they picked whoever that she wanted to go up with anybody except Natural, which made Jonathan say, okay, Yummy, Natural, and Lucky. Yes, don't tell me who you do not want to battle because I'm going to make you dance against them. Because That's what I do. Now, the fact that she said that, she said that WP look like an alley cat. I said, not an alley cat. An alley cat? Girl. Anyway, so to me, when they danced, I felt like Yummy P was moving either too slow or too fast because she was always the only one who was either one step ahead or behind both other girls. So to me, she did the worst because to me, she looked different. Now, Jocelyn picked Yummy to be one of the best in this group. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because I feel like if there are three people and two look the same and one look different, the one who look different is one doing too much. But that's just my opinion. So again, I don't know. Now next up they had Big Lex, Sapphire, and then Chanel. Honey, the way Jonathan Q was talking about Chanel's belly is crazy to me. I was like, girl, bye. So to me, they all seemed off. Okay, I had no idea who was right or who was wrong because none of them was on the same wavelength at all. They all danced fine, I guess. I think to me, Sapphire and Big Lex did better than Chanel, but they all were still none of them matched each other's energy. So it was weird to me. I'm like, whatever. Now just I also say, were y'all drunk? Y'all dance like y'all were drunk. I don't get it. So she brings my not Lucky. Big Lex pushed her chair back and it was like a hard push. You can't do that. Don't do that. You gotta slowly, push it all back to make room if it's in your way. And so I was like, yeah. And Sapphire was just off. And she said, Chanel, I could not focus on Chanel because of her stomach. I'm like, leave that girl's tummy alone. Cause she she drink a lot. So she does have like a little beer gut. But again, it's not everyone is gonna be skinny and different size. Look, stop it. Okay. Now Chanel admits she was drunk. Okay, but not the job that she submitted to us in the confessional. I'm not gonna tell them that, but I'm gonna tell y'all, yes, I was drunk. She looked drunk. It was fine. Now, last we had Lexi Blow and Boss Tech. Now, Boss Tech brought up how she had just learned to dance, like recently or whatever. I'm like, how? If y'all all been in the house the same time, how did you grandly that be? Anyway, but we didn't see much of their dancing to me, so I couldn't tell who danced the best. But the part that they did show, I do feel like Lexi Blow looked more polished. And I don't know that's because she was next to Boss Tech, but again, she looked more polished, and she did look like she was more into the cabaret style of it. She looked like she was being sensual or whatever. So to me, she did really, really well. So I was like, whatever. Now, Ballistic brings up how all the girls did well. He feels like they are all rushing it at certain points or whatever. He like, y'all need to just ride the beat. Okay, just ride the beat. And I'm like, some of them, they ain't doing it. Okay, not at all. Now, Jocelyn picked Yummy and Lexi Blow as who did the best at first. Now, she tells them how they are all off and does the routine herself. But when she did it, when she showed a couple parts, Ballistic then said, well, no, baby, you off too. Okay, you not even riding the beat. The girls bring up how Jocelyn did different videos. She did a different video. So each video, she did it a bit different. And so they all learned it different because they all had a different video. I'm like, basically, Jocelyn made up some shit, recorded it, and wanted them to remember it, even though she did it differently, and even though she also was off beat. I'm like, this is because she's not a choreographer. Okay, or was it choreography? She can't do choreography. Anyway, they all then do it again, and when they do it again, she then has Lucky and Natural added to who did the best. So Lucky, Natural, MVP, and then Lexi Blow, who were the top four. Okay, and the rest of them was like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. No, leave me here. Okay, and Safari, who was the team captain, was like, I did my best and I worked my ass off with them. I helped them every day. I did this, I did that. And all the girls say, well, she really, really did do all of that. She really did help us. And she felt like she gave them so much, she did not leave enough for herself. I'm like, girl, you should never have them know it and you don't. Okay, so you did a good job as a little girl. Blah, blah, blah. You did a good job as a captain, but not as, a self, proclaimed dancer and whatnot. So again, they're like, fine. Jonathan brings up how she's going to wait to pick who gonna dance the day of the show. Each of them will have to perform before the show to perform. I'm like, you don't know. You need to pick a core group and y'all should all practice together. Okay, because them practicing separately is why they all look separately. Okay, or separate. Anyway, so y'all need to apologize for, I'm so sorry for snitching on you. I am so sorry. So I just want you to know how sorry I am or whatever. And she's like, girl, I don't care. You only here because you can dance. Okay, get on my face. And I feel like she should go away. She should fully go away. Okay, so that's all for Joselin's show. Look, it's not bad. I feel like next week is the finale. And so we'll see how that goes. And then because we have, I think, like a 2-part reunion, of what I'm saying. So again, I will be covering that too. Now, first of all, I need you to like the video. Okay, go ahead and like it or whatever, because I am about to switch over to the Black Ink crew of it all. Because again, we have to do both TV shows today. But y'all should have already liked this video, as I'm deleting the photo that I don't need no more. Okay, and let's get into Black Ink crew. Okay, now this was, let's see, the finale of the episode, and I almost feel like nothing really happened. It was about a little bullshit, a little bullshit, whatever. So I'm like, whatever. Now, C's tells the people, okay, that he wants to have an art show, because they used to have art shows. He wants all the artists to, like, make some kind of art to have in the silent auction or whatever. Fine. We don't really care. Now, we then see the house. See Spider-Person rock at the house, and then Donna shows up. Okay, Donna shows up, whatever, and they're like, ooh, like, is she mad at us? Because remember, Donna left with Alex. She blocked all them on social media, whatever. They have not heard from her since. So they're like, should we go talk to her? I don't really know. And so they go talk to her, whatever. And she brings up how, I left the house, whatever, and blocked her because I feel like people don't support me. So y'all should not see what I'm doing. Y'all got my number, whatever. If y'all want to talk to me, y'all could have called me and not just look on me, through social media, because social media is not my life. I feel like that's true, but also bullshit. I think Donna wants to play victim. Donna wants to make it seem as if no one supports me. They all are on my case or whatever, but they all want to be my friend, but they won't support my bitches or whatever. And I'm like, Donna, that's not true. Donna sometimes be on some complete utter bullshit, and this is nobody's kind of willing to let her run amok and do whatever she wants to do. I think Donna knows that she's a part of the cast. Okay, I'm a part of the cast. So as long as I'm a part of the cast, I don't have to, follow the rules or whatnot of the shop working people. But I'm like, you should. So, they asked her if she talked to Bay. And she says, well, no, I have not. Why should I talk to Bay? Why? And they're like, she's mad because, you made the comment about the shooting that happened in Atlanta, that maybe the reason it happened because the Asian people did not, suck them off the right way, whatever. And I'm like, that's not nice. And so Bae was upset, because it was some dumb shit. So Donna gonna say, well, I might have said, like, it might have been like an asshole comment or whatever, but I feel like, how was I supposed to know there was a hate crime? I'm like, because it was all over the news. Donna make excuses for why she do what she do, as if what she did wasn't wrong, and she keep using the excuse of, well, I didn't know, or ain't that big deal. It's like, if you say you and Bae so cool or whatever, you should have known what you wrote was some bullshit, in my opinion. But again, I think Donna, for some reason this season, because she's in tattooing, she really feels entitled just because she's been on the show for a while. I'm looking like, yeah, but if you don't do anything besides feel entitled like you Ted, like, we gonna not like you, same way we did not like Ted. Anyway, her things like, I don't care, whatever. Y'all can tell Bae that I said I'm sorry, whatever, but I'm not gonna really talk to her myself. I'm like, how you want somebody else to deliver your apology? Donna on some bullshit. I don't know. Donna on some weird shit. And I'm like, I don't know if it's really, really weird shit, or if this is what she's doing this season because this is her space on the show now. I don't know. Now we do see Walt. Walt is in New York, and Walt say his comedy bookers are going up. He's going in here and meeting with a PI. Yep, because his wife told him to clear your name and to, if you stole from the shop or not, go get your PI to figure out what happened. I'm like, is really PIs in the world? Is it? I guess so. Anyway, so he goes to this man who's a PI, and he bring, the shop I worked at was broken into, like 1 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I went home at this time, whatever. I took an Uber, whatever, or Lyft, and my wife knew I came home or whatnot. So those are his like alibis. And so the PI gonna like I guess talk to people and figure out what happened. I don't know how, girl. I don't know, but anyway, he just wants to clear his name or whatever, so everybody could know, I wasn't the one who broke in and took the money because I had already taken money, so it don't really matter. I feel like he's avoiding the fact of you still stole money from the shop. You admitted to that. So to make it seem as if it's crazy that people are accusing you of also stealing this way, oh, that's insane. I can't believe that. But you stole, fool. You know what I'm saying? So look, get the PI, hire the PI, whatever. Let's see what it comes up with or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Now the video footage we seen, of course we did not see his face, but I guess if you can find footage of him, leaving the place and getting in the cab. Like, why don't we see that? Like, how did they get video of someone walking up but not seeing Walt leaving? I don't know. I'm gonna leave that be. Let's hope that man find proof, because if not, he's a thief. So we do see Teddy and Tati talk a little bit, because again, Tati got really, really drunk at Ted's event, and she basically offered to fuck him. Even though Ted had that fake ass wife, we don't know, and all of them care. But again, I'm sorry for offering to fuck you, whatever. I have grown so much, whatever. I do not want to fuck up the progress I've made being a better person. Okay, so I'm sorry that I offered to fuck you at the party, and Ted accepts. He said, I'm happy we can be adults about this, whatever, and how we can be in a better place of not fussing and fighting how we used to do when we used to fuck. Okay, and that's what it is. And I feel like Tati has grown, but at the same time, she's still Tati. Tati gonna still get drunk and act dumb when she wants to. And I think getting drunk and offering or asking the fuck's head is the ultimate, backstepping. Okay, back to the old dick. Don't do that. Anyway, that was easy or whatever. Now they have a little art show. It was a lot of nice stuff, but also some bullshit stuff too. And we see a couple of, we see Ted and C's, Teddy is back to being thick Teddy. He's back to being a teddy bear. That's fine. I don't know what Nino Brown shit that C's is on. I think C's really thinks he's Nino Brown, but he isn't. And I'm like, you ain't Nino, and Ted a damn show ain't G Money. Okay, no, they all perished. Anyway, so we do see Puma and Kwani or whatever. Kwani really wants them to move to Atlanta. She's tired of New York, whatever. And while Puma isn't against the idea, he's also not fully for it. Kwani even sees, goes back and forth. If the flights are not that expensive or whatever, it's easy to fly from New York to Atlanta if you need to, because Puma still has a shop, Arctic Inc. in New York. But again, she wants to be in Atlanta because again, it's a more family friendly, open air, I guess location. I'm not sure, but I'm great is what it is. So we do see, where Ted, son, I've grown, since being gone to college or whatever, because now I have my love music thing, whatever. And so I'm happy to see that go further. Tati brings up how I have ran a them. Tati brings up how she's been so focused on this year with getting her house, getting promotion as the road manager. However, so she feels like she's progressing in a great direction or whatever. I'm like, that's fine. We see Spider, saying he wants to get back to New York or whatever. We see Crystal and Rock are happy couple now. She's lead artist or whatever. Again, good times. I guess being had by all or whatever. And of course, New York at this point in time is back open or whatever. So they're all going back to New York. Now we see Siege telling the lady who, Siege had a whole scene with that lady who cussed out his daughter on social media, and he wants to profess how much he loves her, whatever. I don't give no fucks. He got on one knee. I'm like, the fact that he got on one knee and opened up the box as if he could propose, and it was earrings. I'm like, see, he's an asshole. But that's what she get. You would have asked, you're gonna be an asshole. I hate the fact that he is on here professing love for her, but not trying to mend shit with his daughter. For that reason alone, C's will always be a piece of shit. Anyway, so Caesar gets a message from, I guess, the lawyer people in New York that the case against him with his daughter was not dismissed or closed in New York. So he has to go back to New York and handle that. I thought because Georgia didn't have a claim that New York would close it too. No, Nino, go home. Anyway, we then see Alex gets there. Okay, Alex gets there. He's talking to the guys or whatever because there was a situation with him and Donna. Now we see him on the phone. Okay, fussing with Donna. He's talking to production. Okay, we then see them asking Ted, C's, and Puma to come outside to go talk to Alex. Okay, now they see a scratch on his face. Okay, they're like, well, the little scratch next to his nose. Like, what the fuck happened to your face, bro? He's like, oh, I got into a little situation or whatever he was saying. Me and Donna got to a little scuffle, okay, because she was mad at me because I brushed my teeth before she could finish brushing her teeth. I said, y'all fussed over toothbrushes, and teeth? What? I'm not gonna, the fact that he said Donna was upset because he did not respond back to her being upset about him brushing his teeth. I'm like, do y'all share a toothbrush? Like, at what point are you upset that someone brushed first? It can only be if y'all share a toothbrush and you then have to use it after he has. I'm confused. I'm perplexed. Anyway, I'm sorry. So the guy then said, you're in a toxic, abusive relationship because we already felt like something was up for one. And two, you're coming up here with scratches on, wearing a mask, even though you don't have to. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then at that point in time, he said, I agree. I've never been in a toxic, abusive thing, whatever. This is what it is, whatever. Donna then pulls up in her car right to where they are. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It was just crazy. I'm like, what? So now Donna mad because she feel like Alex is telling the guys their business. Okay, I'm like, so Donna put up like an abusive boyfriend, and I'm like, Alex is an abused woman. I'm like, what is going on here? Donna pulled up like, I'm gonna beat your ass in the car. Okay, get in the car right now. Okay, right now. And I was like, don't do this. So she also brings up how Alex scratched his face himself. That she did not do it because I can't scratch him. I don't have nails. Donna, you have claws. Donna had full-fledged nails. I'm like, Donna, you have full-fledged claws. You could really curl. I was like, whatever. Anyway, so she's like, look, y'all fuss with y'all girls too, right? No, what she said was, y'all have fights with y'all bitches too, right? And I'm like, why everybody gotta be bitches or whatever? They say, yeah. We all, everybody argues, whatever. But Alex then say, yeah, but they don't have like no marks or no bruise or whatever from the argument. Alex is making it seem like Donna beats him. Okay? Alex is asking for help. So he brings up, they was already asking me about, if I was okay because I'm saying we want bullshit. And so I'm like, this is some bullshit because this is what's going on here. Like, I don't get what why are you putting our business out to anybody else? I'm like, what is going on? So now no one wants to go with Donna. I don't do domestic violence. I don't do this. Is what Puma said or whatever. And see, like I'm saying, I want to talk to Alex, but not around Donna. Okay, Donna's on bullshit. Now at this point in time, we then see production. Okay, the production lady, what I think she's the EP, it's like, Alex, you're saying this is not right. Okay, I don't know if you said, I don't know if you and Donna both don't see this, but y'all are toxic to each other. Okay, and what happens when you react to her and hit her, and then shit gets worse. This is not okay. You are not okay. I mean, like, they're having a real domestic abuse intervention for Alex about Donna. Okay, to where security came up and asked him, "Are you okay, sir? You feel safe?" And he was like, "Yes, I'm okay." And Donna like, "What about my safety? What about me? What about me? Why are you here? What's going on?" So Alex had reached out to production and asked to get a different room from her for about a week. So they're kind of saying that maybe he was lying about having COVID, and that was his way to get away from Donna for some time or whatnot. Okay, I'm my girl, kind of crazy, but Donna felt like this is some bullshit y'all doing for the show. Okay, I am not abusive. If anything, like, we just fight back and forth. He then said, William said, well, you have hit me, but I have also, I've hurt you. I'm like, oh, you hurt her too? Look. I don't know who to believe because Alex is saying out his own mouth, yes, Donna puts her hands on him. Yes, they fight. Yes, that happens or whatever. And Donna gets pissed. Well, let's go. Come on, let's go. She's pulling the pushing him. That's abuse or whatever. And then he gets in the car with her and leaves. I'm like, I don't get what just happened here. What I do know is Donna and Alex both were on social media after the show. Donna then saying they tried to make this me out to be an abuser. Okay, and I'm like this, Donna. Donna is also the person where I feel like she don't get you are if you hit him. She feel like, but if we fighting, it don't matter because men and women fight, and you may hit him, he may hit you. I'm like, that's not good, Donna. And the fact that she don't get that is what's toxic, and the fact that he doesn't either is also toxic. Now, she put that on her social media. Alex put on his, I'm so sorry that I, lied on you and made a mockery of our bond. He said he was lying. But I'm like, so was you lying then? Are you lying now? Did production ask you to lie and not tell Donna about it? Because he's making it seem as if he lied on her for the show. And maybe she did not know. But I feel like, no. Well, who scratched your face? Because that was the actual situation. But girl, look. Who knows who will be back next season? But I do full-fledged believe Donna has put her hands on him. Just how she talks to him is toxic. But he allows it. And the fact that he then said that, even though she has hurt him and that she did hit him and that she did put marks on him, he then said, but I've hurt her too. So y'all just beat up on each other? That's toxic. It is. And I'm like, I don't know why either of them were acting like dumb diddy if that's how y'all are. It's just weird to me. Anyway, that was the whole thing. That was a little season finale of, I need help. You don't need help. I'm mad at you. What was going on? I'm like, where is... And they was like, what the fuck is... The way that Ted sees the Puma face was just looking at the whole thing was hilarious. They was like, this fool is really getting his ass beat and he's in a toxic situation where she, embarrasses him and puts her hands on him, but she makes it seem as if it does not matter because again, that's what happens, in relation. I'm like, not in mine. Not a good one, girl. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm done. I will see y'all next week for JOSELIN'S Cabaret. Okay. Do not forget to come to Bonnie's channel tomorrow on Thursday for our channel. Come to my channel on Friday for Cree and Grow Up Hip Hop. Come back to my channel Saturday for the Versus After Chat Live. And then Bonnie's channel on Monday for the Heavenly interview. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done, y'all. Peace, love, and blessings. Bye.